All right, guys, welcome to today's episode of Law with Darren. I want to go over the Alabama IVF ruling case and exactly what it means. These are the facts. I've already gone ahead and read the opinion for you. I'll save you all the time, and this is exactly what happened. So, back in December of 2020, at a fertility clinic in Alabama, there were some cryogenic embryos that were stored, in cryostasis, really kept cold. They were all viable. And for some reason, some patient at the clinic got into the cryogenic storage area, got a hold of these embryos, and dropped them, or it's weird. I don't know what they were. They had no business in there, and they don't work there. So they killed the embryos, and the embryos were all viable. And I guess in IVF, viable embryos means that they take the egg and they take the sperm, they combine it, and they let it gestate for like 2 days, and then they freeze them. And these can last for decades potentially. Okay, so that's what happened. So the parents of the embryos who were killed sued the clinic, and the clinic raised a defense that said, well, under the parents sued the clinic under an 1872 Alabama wrongful death of minor children law. And the clinic countered and defended and said, well, these aren't, they're not children yet. They're in vitro, which, as opposed to being in utero or a uterus. And therefore, you can't sue us because these aren't kids. And the Alabama Supreme Court looked at it and said, no, no, we don't agree with you. Our law, even though it's old, is clear cut on its face. Any unborn children are protected and fall within the class of people who the Alabama Wrongful Death of a Minor Child Act protects. That's what really happened here. This is not an attempt to control women's bodies or control what parents do. If anything, both Republicans and Democrats, from what I can see, appear to be for IVF, appear to be for the growth of families and children. So this has led to a scramble by the states, most likely, well, most notably in Alabama, to try to update their laws, because all the court was doing was looking at the law, the Alabama Supreme Court, and they said, look, the way we read this very basic law, there's no distinction or carve out for a child, whether they're in utero or in vitro. So therefore, they are a person, and we cannot see why they would not fall within this act. So those are the facts. That's what happened. Hope you guys enjoy. Take care. Leave any comments. Have a good one.